Hey, welcome to my channel. So this is my first video on here. I had another channel, but I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to make a new one. So yeah, this is what's gonna happen in the next 72 hours. Okay, so I want you to pick between the yellow, the green, or the blue card. So the yellow one will be pile number 1. The green one will be pile number 2, and the blue one will be pile number 3. So what's going to happen for you in the next 72 hours, we're going to see. And we're going to pull some charms after at the end. So like pull from 3 different decks I have. And then we're going to do like, I'll pull some charms to clarify and stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to start on pile number 1. If you look in the description box or the comment section, you'll see the timestamps if you want to go to your timestamp. Other than that, we'll just get started, but I just want to say thanks for watching, thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, whatever. Thanks so much for that. It means a lot. It will mean a lot to me. So yeah, pile number 1, let's see. Let's start. Pile number 1, what's going to happen for you in the next 72 hours? So this is timeless reading, so it doesn't really matter when you watch it. Yeah, whenever you watch it is when it's meant for you. So the next 72 hours from when you watch this reading. So, let's see. Messages for pile number 1. What is going to happen for pile number 1 in the next 72 hours? What is going to happen for pile number 1 in the next 72 hours? Okay, so I do feel like I'm getting a message here that you guys might be tired at this time, okay? You might just be tired because, I have these 2 cards here, both in reverse, so I'm going to pull them like this. But the 3 of Swords there tells me that you're kind of really tired of, like, feeling, maybe having things go wrong, or really tired of the way that people treat you, or you're just tired of your own heart, because that Knight of Wands is like you really wanting to go after something. I think that you either want, I think that it's like you want something to, hold on. I think that you're really passionate, you might be passionate, like really passionate about somebody. Like maybe you have a crush, or maybe you're in a relationship, you're just really passionate about them. And it just almost weighs on your heart how they don't, like I think that you show up as this really loving person with a lot of love to give. Your heart is really, like, you have a lot of depth in your heart for another person. Is just what I'm sensing. I think that that Knight of Wands is, for some of you, that's somebody else in your life that you you look at them and you want them to come towards you. I could see that this could be saying that if this is not you becoming tired of not going after something, then this might be saying that the person that you want to go after you might be sick and tired of being in pain and not going after what they want. But, let's just see how the other cards kind of play out here, whatever plays out. But I see the Tower. So I see this tipping moment, or like this Tower moment. There's a big change happening. This is a major arcana, symbolizing a big change in your life. So I feel like when it comes to relationships, you are due a big change. Like, you deserve so much. You have King of Pentacles, so I think that you could be working on your finances, or this could be just representing the energy that you deserve. You deserve someone who shows up for you and, doesn't, you could be dealing with someone that's healing. This could be you with this Four of Cups could be you. you know, going through healing right now. It was in reverse when I looked at it. So it could be that you're opening up, and that you might meet someone new, or you might... I want to see more with the other cards because I have 2 other decks, so I really want to clarify all of this. But that 3 of Swords in reverse is saying that you're really done with heartbreak. You're done with feeling like sad or having people hurt you. You're just done with shitty things, you know? You want some better things to happen in your life. And with that 4 of Cups, maybe you've gone through a lot of healing, and in the next 72 hours, this could be saying this energy could be lifting off of you. You could be just really feeling this right now, like a lot of pain, and really wanting a big change in your life. And that Tower is here saying, yeah, in the next 72 hours, a lot can happen, a lot can change in that time, and you don't worry, a lot can change, a lot can happen. You know, tomorrow something can happen, and you could meet someone new, or the person that you just long for, if you're longing for someone, could just show up, you know? I feel like, you know, sometimes we get the wrong impression. We think that someone gives us the wrong impression. We think that they you know, sometimes people can be really, really toxic for us, but then other times they can just be toxic for themselves, and not be able to offer anything, you know, and they can really hold back because of their own demons and stuff like that. So, you know, some of the time people surprise us and they come around, you know. So I just want to get some clarification. I think that in the next 72 hours, there's just going to be a big change when it comes to your heart and how open you are. I think you might have been really closed off for quite some time. Maybe working on your finances. I don't know if you wanted a finances reading. Like, I don't know if you're kind of bummed out. I don't think you are you? No. No, you're not. No. At least not with me, or what the reading is saying. It might just be that you've had a lot of toxic situations in your life, and you're just tired of it. Or in the next, you're bored, maybe, with that 4 of Pentacles. You know, let's just see. Maybe you know, maybe your finances are pretty good. You've become a really stable person since your last relationship, or since a big relationship is what I'm getting. You're like not doing so good then, and now you're doing better. Let's see. We have happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Okay. If you're doing what makes you happy, then you're on the right path. If something brings you joy, something makes you feel really good. Ooh, that's weird that regret and worry just came out. I know that I cannot change the past. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm running out of room here. I'm just going to pile them on. Hopefully that's okay. Get another message here. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. That's reminding me of that 4 of Cups. I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. So I think, sorry guys. Sorry about that. Should get this to stay better. I don't know what that empathy is saying for you guys. I just want to pull one out. We have courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Okay. Anything else for pile number 1? Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. I think someone is feeling that way about you. I think that's someone else's energy. Pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So I think maybe there's someone you're dealing with who, I was saying something about that before, like sometimes people's actions are just different, like different than what they really feel. you could be just dealing with, I don't know, this is like getting a little bit different than what I wanted this reading to be about. Let's just pull from, sorry to kind of change things here, but I want to roll with the flow here, but at the same time I'm kind of needing, as the type of person I am, as the type of reader I am, I just want to offer like something more stable, something that, I don't know, I'm just trying to flow with it, but at the same time go with what I feel. I just want to get some messages about the next 72 hours. I think you guys are, there is something about the color yellow too, so maybe this Pride card, I'm actually going to show you, because there's something about looking at these cards that are just so beautiful to me, but something about your actions here, something about the sign of Leo. You could be Leo, or you could be dealing with a Leo, but that's like literally for, not for everyone at all, but I love myself and I see myself in everyone. I feel like you guys are a little worried maybe, or you guys have had a lot of worry or regret about like your past situations, or like relationships, or like, you know, blaming yourself maybe. Queen of Cups. Yeah, you guys are so loving, and I think that you just want to nurture your own self, and you really want to be better for yourself, and you don't want to be with someone that hurts you. I think in the next 72 hours you guys are going through healing. Knight of Wands. So that's the second time Knight of Wands comes out. So there's something, what is this Knight of Wands talking about for pile number 1? Pile number 1, Knight of Wands. What is the Knight of Wands talking about for pile number 1? The Seven of Pentacles. So, I feel like you just want to work hard for the things that you're passionate about. Like maybe in a relationship you just put a lot of effort in. You always work hard to make sure that the right outcome happens. Like as much as you might be fully invested like in your feelings or in your actions, like that Knight of Wands can symbolize heavy action mode, you know, being so down and just so passionate. But at the same time, I feel like you guys put like effort into things, and you put time in. You take the time out to, you really think about, like, let's say you're with somebody, you think of them a lot, and you're just really like, you're really good when it comes to being in a partnership or being in some sort of like a commitment, something where you because you think about that other person, you really like I think that your pile is just saying that you're such a loving person, and you're also really good at taking care of things, being like such a hard worker. When you want something, you're really passionate about it. So you put a lot of effort in, and like other people aren't like that. And I think you've had a lot of pain in your life because of the type of person that you are. And like maybe this is just reminding you that you're still this person, and like you can still have love in your life. And in the next 72 hours, you need to heal this part of yourself that's like hurt. Because maybe you're just hurt about like who you are and how you are, and maybe in the past you really blamed yourself, and you judged yourself for it, or you had regret because of the way that you dealt with situations, but you were always having good intentions, and that's the point, you know, that's a really good thing, that you had good intentions the whole time. So that's really what matters at the end of the day, you know. And I think that maybe you're just you're worried a little bit about like how your actions might affect other people, or maybe where you are in your life right now, you're just sad because you have had a lot of heartbreak, and you know you don't deserve it. Like, you know, you've blamed yourself for it many times, but you know in your heart that you never deserve to be hurt. Like, you've learned these lessons, and that's great, but you never actually deserved it, and you know, didn't understand in the past, you know, as much as you do now. And I think you're just going through healing and opening back up to have like a new relationship. I don't know if you guys ended a relationship recently, or maybe you're in a relationship now, but you're just noticing things about yourself. You know, when you get into a relationship, sometimes when you're single, you realize a lot about yourself, but when you're in a relationship, you realize you realize how you are when you're in a relationship. Do you know what I mean? Like when you become single, you're like, "Ooh, I'm single," and like you start to learn your single side. And then when you're in a relationship, you learn again that how you are when you're in love again, or when you're in a relationship again. And you know, then it kind of triggers you in a sense. So maybe you recently met somebody and this has triggered you, but in the next 72 hours, maybe you're wondering if it will work out, or if they are going to be what you want them to be or need them to be. And I don't know. Let's ask. Whoa, oh my god, a bunch of like cards just flew out. I don't know if we should like take them. Oh. The Star card and the Seven of Swords. You could really be dealing with an Aquarius. Seriously? Because you have the Star card and the Seven of Swords. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, you know, this Seven of Swords, dealing with an Aquarius, oh wow, Knight of Pentacles. Two of Cups. I think you have a journey here, pile number one. And I think Knight of Wands, this has come out. Is it King of Wands? Sorry, because yeah. So King of Wands, two Knight of Wands. Go after what you're passionate about. If you, I'm not trying to make this reading too long, but there's too many cards here. We're gonna get some charms here. Sorry, reading is kind of like. Okay, so first of all, you have Libra. And this is someone who's really charming. Libra is a really charming person. So you're dealing with a Libra. Maybe they're so charming. You have this one that says all these nice things like kind, brave, strong, happy, thankful. So, I feel like you deserve to be happy. Pile number one. You really deserve to be happy. Time is something of value right now. You have this time one. So, time could be something that you might worry about, or like if you have enough time, or something about the time. Pay attention to the numbers on the clock. Pay attention to that. They're called angel numbers. Maybe you will notice like 555, 444, 333, or 222, or something like that, or even 1111. You have faith, hope, and love. You need to stay hopeful and have faith. Just stay upbeat. You have a family's love is forever. So there's something about your family. Maybe they want you to be closer to them, or maybe family's love is forever. It's like the connection. You have a connection to, when you have a connection, like a blood connection, or you make, like you live in the same house as someone, you gain a connection to them. You know, families are joined by blood, right? So when you connect with another person, it's like that love is forever. So when you connect with an individual, that love lasts, you know, for forever. And you know, you're always connected. So this could be someone saying that you're still connected. Like, you could still be connected to lovers, like past lovers and things like that. So your pain and the things that you feel could be triggered by them. Maybe they're going through something. Maybe they're trying to send you a message, because maybe that, maybe it's not ending, you know. Maybe it's not over completely. Maybe you still have these connections that are not over. Maybe you think about other people and they're just, or you just, you know, you're still sad about these connections because there's still an energy there, you know, there's still something that's not quite finished. So maybe, like, maybe there's just something there you need to ponder about, you know, and spend some time figuring out how you feel about those things. Next you have, after all this time, question mark. So this one is about feeling, whoa, like what I was just saying is crazy. Sorry guys. I didn't realize that was there, you know, I was just holding it, but I think like someone's still, you guys still, I want to be able to see that. I think that there's a connection that is still really felt. I think that you've been the type of person to connect deeply with other people. Like the relationships that you've been in, you connected really deeply with other people, and you have a really strong way of connecting with another person. Like it's this cat here is like drawing me in, like to the fact that you look at someone and you see their eyes and you're that type of person, pal number one, that you just see, like, you can see through people, and you can just, and this cat has, like, yellow eyes, so I feel like there's something about you can see, like, through people's actions, you watch people, you know, when you meet someone, you, like, stare into their soul, and you see the darkest parts of them, and you see the lightest parts of them, and you inspire them, and you try to see the best in them, and you connect very deeply with them, and it's, like, so strong, and you actually help them grow, and you really grow, and I'm like feeling like I'm about to get goosebumps or something. So it's like there's something really strong about the way that you connect, and like I think that you've been hurt by the fact that things haven't worked out or relationships haven't worked out, right? So you've been weakened by that, or like sad by that, and that's really closed you off because you're like afraid sort of, but at the same time you're not afraid to like meet new people or connect with someone again. It's just like it's like you want it again. Like it's just in your nature to want that depth and that connection, you know. So there's something in that. But next you have the strawberry. So maybe eat fruits or try like getting in nature a little bit. Might be maybe you like strawberries too. Like I'm feeling right now like I could really eat a strawberry. You know what I mean? Like something about watermelon. I'm feeling like watermelon because that right there is a watermelon, right? I don't know why I thought it was strawberry, but it's literally a watermelon, piece of watermelon. So yeah, I'm feeling like I could eat that right now. But you have an E, so maybe your name starts with an E, or somebody's name starts with an E. Yeah, and you also have an A, so maybe that's an initial of your name or someone's name. Yeah, okay. And then you also have an N. Sometimes letters come out, sometimes they don't, but you have an N as well. So we have N, E, and A. You have another letter here, and I didn't even realize that these little paper letters were still in there, but because I had some in there, and then I kind of like started to get rid of them. But you have a T, so T-E-A-N. Neat, N-E-A-T. Or whatever else. But next you have a lantern. So this to me symbolizes the Hermit card, which is all about like finding yourself and, you know, seeking your own light and your own wisdom, you know, having your own things that you've been through, and like learning a lot from the things that have happened in your life. Yeah, I think that you've learned a lot and you have wisdom, and sometimes you like to have your time alone. You like to kind of ponder how you feel, and you need that sometimes. You have an umbrella, so maybe you really enjoy the rain. It's actually raining right now outside, and like I just find that's so peaceful to me. So maybe you need just like a really peaceful day. You just need to relax, like in the next 72 hours. Try to eat better foods if you haven't really been eating lots of fruits and things like that. Maybe find balance with that Libra card or Libra pendant or whatever. And then next you have this one, which basically says like you're really different, you're really unique, and I don't think people have really understood you to the like amount that you know is really you. Like you have a lot of depth to you, pal number one, and people don't always understand that. They just see us at face value or on the surface. They don't really always take the time to truly get to know us, and maybe that's hurt you in a sense. I think you've also been very drawn to people who are different or very unique because it was like the other people were boring, maybe. You know, maybe you have a connection to someone who's like, you always connect with people who are really different. Yeah, it's just difficult for you to that's like for some people, maybe not all of you, but some of you, you know, the charms may not resonate with like all of you, like maybe a few of them resonate with you, or maybe one of them calls out to you, or I don't know, maybe all of them do, but sometimes maybe the terms don't always resonate, so just take what resonates. But next you have the Leaf. So in the next 72 hours, you could really, I think that this is saying that you really matter, and that your own happiness matters, and that when you take like a bath, you take time out for yourself, you really cleanse yourself, and then all of a sudden you have all these, like metaphorically speaking, you have all these leaves that just like grow off of you and like carry this vibration of happiness and joy. I don't know if that's resonating with you at all, but I was getting like a bath would be really good for you. Next you have the it's like a, what is it called, cactus or something, from, maybe you have a connection to like what's it called, Australia. And I can do an Australian accent like really well, so I don't know what that's about. But we got, next you have a koala bear, so you could have a really deep connection. You know what happened today? It was so cute. I'm at work, and I like go to clean the handle of the door because, you know, coronavirus and all that. But either way, I would have cleaned it. But, you know, I go to clean the handle, and then I'm like, what is that? There was literally this tiny frog just like sitting on the handle, and I was like, asked everyone to come out, like, oh my god, like, there's this little frog just sitting on the handle. And I just thought that was like the cutest thing, and I was like, what's he doing here, you know, like, why is there just like this little frog sitting here? So I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I just felt like sharing that with you. But then you have this anchor with the wheel, so you are moving forward. Things are like at a pause right now when it comes to relationships and and maybe other factors of your life, but there is, whatever you are feeling like in your heart, like, wow, my life sucks because of this, there's just this pause right now happening in your life, but you're asked to go in a certain direction, like take it where you want to go, because like you're steering this boat, you know, you are the captain of your own ship, and you can steer it in the direction you want to go, right? You want it to go, but you've got to like choose. But right now you're at this standstill, you're paused, you know, you got your anchor, down there, and you know, you're paused, and you're just looking, you're trying to figure out where you want to go with this, right? So in the next 72 hours, I do see you really healing, because you have this like house or bird feeder or whatever here. So, you know, nature is like calling to you to travel, because the last thing you have is this plane, and I don't mean like actually take a plane. Some of you, that's what it could be saying, like maybe you really want to go on a plane trip or something, like maybe that calls out to you. Maybe you're just tired of being like in this rainy weather, or maybe you want rainy weather, maybe you're tired of this heat, maybe you live somewhere like where it's really hot and never rains, and you just keep thinking about the ocean, or you keep thinking about like a rainforest. Go there, because you know, you really need this healing. Could also be saying like you just need to go, however that resonates for you, but you need to go on like a trip. You need to, you know, things that will move forward. Maybe you will be able to go in the place that you want. You will be able to go in the direction that you really want to go. And I think in the next 72 hours, it's about you healing and, you know, taking some time to like think about how you feel about the situations that are bugging you in your life. Like maybe you're still connected to people, like lovers, past lovers, and you have emotions about it. So trigger yourself, you know, get up in those emotions and figure out, like, ask yourself questions, just sit with yourself, maybe write in a journal if it would speak to you, you know. Because like writing is going to ground the energy, so when you write how you feel, you ground that energy in the physical. So yeah, if it's just hanging around inside your body, you're not physically like putting it into something or manifesting it into like your reality as like a dream beyond that emotion. Okay, that's like, I hopefully like that's resonating in some way. Sometimes it's just kind of like it's gibberish when I talk, but like you try to hang in that energy. Don't push that energy away anymore, because there's something in that, I feel. And what else? Yeah, and I think that things will move forward, like with your love life and stuff, pile number one. I feel like your love life is at a standstill because you have still like this deep connection to the people you've been with in the past. And that might never go away, because that love is like forever. And I think maybe if we like accept that for a thing that just lasts forever, because it's just pure love and it's just what we feel for that person, and we allow it to be what it naturally is, and we don't push it away as something bad or something toxic, then maybe we'll just allow it to be what it's supposed to be in our life, because it's there for a reason. People come into our life for a reason, and we can't judge ourselves for that, you know? We can't judge ourselves for the ending of these relationships, because at the end of the day, that's not the point of them. The point was for us to meet and build something and do something with our life and change. And, you know, sometimes we don't realize how much a person made us change. You know, sometimes we can really be so thankful to people who really hurt us because they did something for us, like positive, that we didn't realize. So, I don't know, there's, I think, a lot of healing going on in your life right now, and I'm rambling, so I'm going to end it here. Hopefully you guys like this. Literally, I made your reading 30 minutes long. That's crazy. So hopefully it resonated for you guys. If it did, I would love to hear it down below. Just comment, like, subscribe. It would mean a lot to me, and I just hope you guys have a really good day. I would really love it if you subscribe to my channel if you did enjoy this video. And yeah, hopefully I see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, pile number 2 with the green card. What is going to happen for you guys in the next 72 hours? Let's see. What is going to happen for pile number 2 in the next 72 hours? Okay, so you have the 7 of Pentacles. So that's why I was like, oh wow. Then you have the 7 of Wands. So I see you put in some hard work. You got Temperance in reverse, and she's saying to keep her that way. Like, I feel that you guys, pile number 2, are being either... Okay, I do feel a sense of patience here. Like, the 7 of Pentacles just, to me, says this is patience. Like, I'm putting in a lot of work, or I'm putting in the effort, but I'm patient. Like, I'm trying to make something grow. Maybe this is a relationship, and you're putting energy into it. You're putting time and whatever into it, but you're being patient, because the 7 of Pentacles is about, being in your power of manifesting something in the physical by, like, putting effort into it, and then that effort does make something grow. It's like the 7 of Pentacles says that you have so much power. Like, if your actions carry so much power, that's why Pentacles are the color yellow, because yellow is all about your actions. And then the Wands, this 7 of Wands is like, it's crazy that you have a 7 and then a 7. And Temperance is number 14, which drops down to a 5. So it's like, that's why Temperance is all about it being difficult. So I'm trying to make these, like, all the same. Okay. I'm sorry about that glare, but Temperance is like, I feel, okay, hold on. I'm trying not to explain things in the same way that I can naturally do. So I just want to jump to the thing, But I just feel like that glare is too much. But it's a challenge sometimes for us to, like, be patient with stuff, But, okay, you're, like, in between it, though. You are patient. Okay, no, I see what it is. Okay, whoa, I'm, like, forgetting about the fact that this reading is about the next 72 hours. I think that you have been putting a lot of effort into your work or into your career or your relationship or something, like whatever it is for you, okay? For some of you, it's going to be a relationship, and for others of you, this is talking about a career, and it's career advancement. I think you want to advance in it and advance in your career, or I think you want to just come to a place where it's better, like where you want to be. You want to show effort. You want to put the effort in. I think you have been doing that with that 7 of Pentacles, and whatever you have been putting into something, whatever it is that you want, and whatever this reading is talking about, that's the thing that is going to, in the next 72 hours, you're going to have to be patient still, is what I really feel. But this reading is saying, like, you're so passionate, okay? That 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands is you being really passionate. And I think that you're having to fight for this. But I think this thing is coming to you, whatever it is that you want, but you should have to be a little bit more patient. Like, maybe you came to this reading because you wanted to hear that in the next 72 hours, this thing you wanted would come to you. this reading is kind of right off the bat telling me to tell you that you might have to be a little bit more patient, and you actually might have to, I wanted to say something, but I kind of feel like you guys are already doing it. Whatever you guys feel like doing, whatever triggers you, if this situation triggers you to fight a little bit more, I think you should listen to that, but not in like any negative ways, if you know what I mean. Like anything that's not negative. You know, you don't want to go and react too much or do anything that could like cause what you want to backfire, obviously, right? So just side note on that. But I think that you're just going with the flow, you know, of how you feel. So it's just like when you decided you wanted this thing, you started to put the effort in. So you have a lot of like drive and ambition. And that Seven of Wands is like you have a lot of power in when you want something. Pile number 2, you have a lot of power at getting it. Like when you want a relationship, I think you put a lot of effort in, and there's a lot of power that you kind of like offer to the situation, you know, just because you really want it, and just because you have this way about you, pile number 2, where you kind of know what you need to do, or you kind of analyze it, or you take certain steps that not everyone does. You take, you know, you really know how to manifest things in your life, like physically. You know, you're just a really, I do feel like kind of like that Seven of Pentacles, the guy looks a little bored, but at the same time, he's not. It's just, to me right now, when I look at him, I think like, it's almost like, look at what I've built. That's what I feel, actually. It's not really boredom, it's just like, you're looking at what you've built. So you're in your life and you're looking at like, where you are right now and what has grown. And in the middle of these 3 cards is that Seven of Wands, saying like, you've fought for a lot. And that Temperance is like saying you're still having to be patient for this stuff. And it's like, crazy that you're still having to wait for it, is what I feel. Let's get some clarifications here for you guys. Clarifications for the next 72 hours for pile number 2. Clarify the next 72 hours for pile number 2. Clarify the next 72 hours. Wow, Oliver. So let's see. We have the 4 of Cups, the Magician, the Knight of, the Knight of Cups, and the, 10 of Swords. Sorry, I forgot which one that was. Okay. Don't get too tired of what's going on in your life right now, because I think that with that Magician, hold on. I'm getting like so many emotions, but at the same time no emotions. And that 10 of Swords right here is kind of like that. Like you feel so much, but then you also just like cut it all off. Like you go so cold on it. So you have like so much in your future that you just don't like, you don't know about that yet, you know. So right now things can be like, oh, so bland and like so like as if you're not getting anywhere, but I feel like a sense of like coldness to, but at the same time not. Like I think these are representing your emotions right now. And that 4 of Cups is like, you are not a greedy person. you're not selfish. Uh, you're very giving. You also know there's more. Like, you, it's just, okay, that's like, it's weird. Oh my gosh. You know that there's more, or you should know. You should know that there's more for you, yeah. You should know that. And you should know that you have the ability to manifest like anything you want in your life with that magician card. Like that's you can do that. It's just sometimes like we think that we need other things outside of ourselves or other people to kind of help us, but that magician is saying, think about this I. It's saying the number one, no Roman numerals, but that basically says I to me. That to me says like me, myself, and I, and that's all I need to manifest the things I want, my goals, and I got it covered. I'm gonna go, it's like you just sometimes maybe you forget that like you have all the power within you to, just have the best life you want or get the thing. I don't know, sometimes maybe it's not even that you think you need other people's help or validation, but maybe it's just you forget how much validation is within your own self. Like how much you carry within yourself, sometimes we can kind of forget. And that Knight of Cups is like you have a lot of charisma. Like when you meet people, people see a lot in you, you might not really realize it, like how much people see about you that you don't always see about yourself. And I think that you don't really talk a lot about certain things with that Ten of Swords. Sometimes people don't tell you everything they think about you. They think that you're very strong and they don't feel like they need to tell you, or sometimes, the Ten of Swords can be saying that you have certain dramas in your life and people aren't really, you're not in a really good place with certain people, but I want to clarify that. I'm not so sure that I'm getting like that card as like what it normally means like for you in this reading. I think that it's, for me, I'm just getting that you're a little bit bored with, sometimes we can get bored but we don't actually realize or acknowledge the real reason why that is. Sometimes we think that it's other things when I think that people don't realize that sometimes we can get sad because people aren't talking to us about real things. Like sometimes we want to discuss certain things, talk with people, have a depth with people, but that Ten of Swords is like people having their own opinions and stuff and being cold to each other instead of being open with one another. And it's just because each individual has their own kind of like dramas in their own heart and in their own mind about how the other people feel or think. And people, that card symbolizes people not talking, not discussing, and everyone just getting cold with each other. So I don't know if like you've been feeling that way, or in the next 72 hours you'll just notice that you want something more deep, or you want to communicate with the people that are around you and tell them how you really feel. I don't know, I'm kind of like all over the place, but yeah. Let's see with this deck. Messages for pile number 2. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn adversity. I wasn't going to pull it, but then I decided, yeah, because I felt it, I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. I don't know what that means for you, but we're going to pull some more cards here. Messages for pile number 2. discipline, I can accomplish what I set my mind to. Yeah, you guys are like that. You guys are really disciplined. And like, if you set your mind to something, you can achieve it. It's just when like, you're not in that place, you know? We have forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Yeah, like blocks are in our chakras, mainly and specifically our sacral chakra. Like, because that forgiveness, for someone out there, like, you probably have had relationships. Like, you know, when you connect with someone, when you have a relationship and you do that intimate act, you know what I'm talking about? You connect all chakras, but, you know, if your chakras are open, then you'll be open to connecting, obviously, but for the most part, your chakras connect in the best way that they can, basically, in that moment with that other person. And your sacral chakra will be, like, very much triggered, probably usually the most, and the heart, basically, and sometimes the mind, like the third eye and stuff like that, and the crown. Depends on, like, which one's your strongest, but forgiveness, you know, this card, just because it's so orange, it reminds me of that in a sense, like forgiving from the chakra, you know, thinking about your different chakras, I think is a more personal or more like deep, I guess, way of healing like areas of your life. I don't know if that would be something you'd be interested in if you haven't looked into that at all or heard about chakras before. Maybe you might want to give that a go, because there might be like something about your chakras, like if you just like researched them and then thought, oh, that's interesting, like researched each of them individually and then kind of got an understanding about what they meant, then you could, like, for example, look at your heart and think like, oh, I think about, like, I'm not open to love. This is just an example, guys, but maybe, like, you are not that open to love, or maybe you have trouble in relationships, or just being more open. Maybe you have a fear of it, so it comes back to that chakra, and maybe a relationship that made you grow that fear of expressing yourself or opening up or something like that. So there's something about this card that reminds me of that, just because it really talks about blocking the flow of love, like blocking, because you get like blocks in there, and I'm rambling, so we're gonna move on. But I don't know, there's something about you needing to like unlock that certain aspects of yourself that you know that you need to like understand with the reason why they're blocked, and then kind of like remind yourself that you don't need to feel that way anymore, and you can heal that, so you can move on and like grow and whatever. Like not so much grow, but like we're all growing, but you know what I mean. Like in the next 72 hours, you can spend some time to heal those areas of yourself that are blocking happiness and joy to come into your life. You know, blocking you from speaking your truth and from having like a better time, I guess you could say. Other messages, okay? For pile number 2, we have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Yeah, like not judging yourself and just finding balance. Yeah, that really does clarify like what I was just saying. Other messages for pile number 2. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. That was exactly like the other card, where is it? Disciplined. Yeah, discipline. Because, like, when you, like, persevere, you set your mind to something, and then you just always find a way to make it happen, you know? And it's interesting, because you guys had the 7 of Pentacles, and then the 7 of Wands, and then Temperance. It's like, being patient, yes, but also going after the things you want and persevering in like your mind, saying like, no, I will accomplish this, I will get to the goal, I will make it happen for myself, I will be where I want to be. And this is like also an act of forgiving yourself, you know, not judging yourself for how long it takes you, or you know, where you're at in your life, or anything like that, you know. And like knowing that you can do whatever you set your mind to, is just, you know, not judging how long it will take you. Any other messages from this deck for pile number 2, please? Any other messages for pile number 2? any other messages for pile number 2 about the next 72 hours? Messages, what will happen in the next 72 hours for pile number 2? Ooh. Wow. You guys have courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. And you have worry. I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Wow. And then lastly, you have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Okay, so, wow. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence, courage. So whatever it is that you question, learning to not worry about that. Learning to not worry about not knowing. Maybe not knowing how to do something, or like not knowing when it will happen, like I said. Inner strength, like knowing you deserve the things you want, you will have the things you want, and not doubting yourself, releasing the doubt of, like, let's say you don't know, that's okay, I definitely don't know everything, there's a lot of things in my life I really don't know about, like, you know what I mean, like, there's so much that I have questions about, but sometimes I'm nervous to ask a pendulum. Like, I'm nervous to ask certain questions because I feel like if I don't know, in my heart or whatever, then it's just like not the right time for that. Or if I don't know, like if my intuition isn't telling me already, then maybe I'm not like supposed to know, or I don't need to know. So it's like, can't judge myself for the things I don't know, and I need to have strength, like I need to know that I'm strong, or like believe in myself, and not doubt myself when I do know, or not doubt myself just because I don't know, not place any judgment. So maybe you're like gonna worry a little bit, but this is like saying if you find yourself in any worry in the next 72 hours or even right now, just know that like you don't need to know everything. And if you feel called to kind of making some sort of decision in your life, or you really want to know if something's going to work out, just know that it will. Just believe that it will. Just believe in it because it's something you want. Believe in obtaining like things that make you happy. If getting something in 3 days is like, maybe a job offer, or just something, or a relationship, just know that strength that the courage card is talking about is your inner willpower to decide that you will have things that are good for you and not things that are bad for you. And if something actually doesn't happen for you, if you don't get something, it just means that there's something better out there for you. And like, it's not the end, because there's gonna just be something even better. And right now you might not know that, but like you'll know that later on, Okay? So let's grab some charms, guys. Pile number 2, let's see what you guys got. You got the flower pot. So because I'm seeing these flowers, I'm thinking some of you could be Leo. So I already kind of got that vibe a little bit, or I was reminded of it because some of the things I was saying reminded me of sign of Leo. But this could just be saying like, nurture yourself and know that things are growing. Sometimes like, flowers grow slowly, but eventually they bloom and blossom, and they grow, the leaves grow, but it just takes a while sometimes for like your manifestations to grow. Oh my gosh, you guys got the ring. So that could be saying like some of you really want marriage. It could be also saying that you're a very elegant person. Wow, you guys could be very beautiful. I'm sure you're actually very beautiful, or handsome if you're a guy. But you got the ring, so I could definitely, if you want marriage, I see marriage for you guys in the future. I heard the word 3, so 3 months, or 3 years. 3 weeks for some of you. If you guys are already getting married, then congratulations. But you guys got the Libra one, which is someone very charming, which is, this says charming on it, because Libras are very charming individuals. They, when they love someone, they want to do so much for that person. They want to make sure that that person always feels a sense of balance when it comes to them, because that's what Libra would like for someone else. And I know we're not just our sun sign, that's different factors come into play, so that's just saying that there's an energy of that in here. Like, even if you're not with someone that's Libra, it's just they care about you, or you're going to find someone that really does care about you and wants the same things you want. Like, maybe you want marriage and you want someone that charms you. So maybe you could meet someone that's like that, or you're already with someone like that. And, there is growth here, and you may have not, really noticed, because sometimes it works behind the scenes. Yeah. Next you have the fairy. This, literally to me just looks like Tinkerbell so much. So I feel like you could have a connection to fairies, or you have connection to, nature and, just creatures of the nature, nature creatures. Like butterflies, or I thought of dragonflies as soon as I saw that. So I feel like you guys have this light about you, and you guys deserve so much. When I saw the ring, I just thought you guys are probably really elegant, and you guys are, you don't have to be totally, or maybe you're that's really not me at all, but inside, inside your soul, you could have been some elegant, beautiful, whatever in your past life, because inside your soul you have this inside your soul, just this beautiful, elegant, individual, so just know your worth, okay? Next you have, this one, it's okay, it's the two fish, so you could be the sign of Pisces, or you could be dealing with the Pisces, or you can meet a Pisces, but then you have a letter, you have an N, so that could be the initial of someone's name, the first letter of your name or someone's name. Then you have live your dream, so pretty straightforward. To me, live your dream just says live the things you dream about. If you want to become something, then if you dream about yourself on stage singing, but it scares you, then get up on a stage, go to some other town and just get up on stage and do the things that you dream about, because at the end of the day, you're going to face that fear. And I could see you guys actually becoming a star, because you guys have this star here. So if you guys are really into writing music or singing or playing an instrument, you guys could very much become a star. You guys were definitely a star in your past life, and it's part of you. It's a dream you have for some of you to become a star. Beyonce is very introvert, is what I heard about her. I've heard that she's really introvert, and when she's up on stage, she's a Leo too, right? So she just kind of opens up, and it's her stage presence is just so, it just makes her who she is, And if she hadn't faced her fear, or faced that insecurity that she probably definitely originally felt, then she wouldn't be living her dream, So just something to think about. Next, you have a family's love is forever. This pendant says to me that, you're really connected to the people that connect with you naturally, or build something with you. Sometimes we meet people and we have this deep connection, and it's because we knew them in a past life, okay? Sometimes you can meet a whole new friend group that just reminds you of your younger self, or does certain things that you stopped doing. Maybe they just do certain things that you stepped away from. You stopped doing those things because they were more childish or something. But all of a sudden, this group just of individuals reminds you of this person you were in a past life, and it's a part of your I'm talking about past lives with you guys, because I feel there is a lot of depth to you that you don't even realize. And I don't know, I'm just called to talk about past lives with you. And again, I see a star again. This one says to make a wish, because it actually says that if you make a wish, and it's crazy that the word worry is in the middle of your wish here, it's you have this worry within you, but you will be successful, because this pendant literally says success on it. Where does it say it? Success, all the way around. You see that? Make a wish. So it's it's telling you over and over again that things are happening in your life, because you need to literally listen to your dreams and really set them aflame, you know, make them happen for yourself, because you will be successful. And if you come up with these ideas like over and over again, like if you have these dreams you just always feel, or they always come back, then it means there's something about them that you need to listen to, because like you'll actually be so successful. Okay. Next you have a key. So you definitely have the key, like there's something about you maybe you don't realize. Next you have the shell. So you have a connection to nature, and you have a connection to flying creatures is what I'm getting. And as well you have a connection to any like mermaids or fish, because you also got those fish there, right? So you just have like this connection to nature and all of that. And in the next, I guess this reading is about 72 hours from now, right? So this reading is reminding you of things that like you'll think about in the next 72 hours. Over the next, you know, couple of few days, you're going to be thinking about more of a depth of who you are. You're just going to be thinking more deep. This reading, I wasn't sure what was going to happen in this reading, but now I'm gathering that this reading is really just like tuning, hopefully it is, but I'm intending that now it like just tunes you in to parts of yourself that, you know, you thought it was something else that you needed to look outwardly about, but it's crazy because the last charm you have is this house or whatever. It's like a bird feeder, so, but it's a house, right? And pile number one also got that. And pile number one also got the family loves forever, but, and the end as well, but anyways, and the Libra thing, but anyways, it's crazy that you got that as your last one, because I wanted to say that it's about like your inner self and your body and your home and just your life in general. It's not, sometimes we like think, we come into a reading thinking, I need this certain thing to happen, but then the reading is so different, and if you watch to the end, maybe you gain something from it, you know, and hopefully you gain something from this reading that like kind of helps you see that you might, you know, maybe what you came into this reading desiring, you've now gained a different perspective, you know, in your life. So hopefully that's the case, but I'm going to end it here, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, have a great day, and if you did like, I would love it if you like, share, comment, and subscribe, and click that bell so you get notified when I upload again. But yeah, until then guys, I would love if you subscribed. It would just mean like so much to me, and just thanks for watching. Okay, bye. Okay, pile number 3. What is going to happen for you guys in the next 72 hours? Messages for pile number 3. What is going to happen to pile number 3 in the next 72 hours? Justice. Ooh. I'm going to grab some more cards and then I'll talk about it. What else for pile number 2? Next 72 hours. Maybe you're going to get what you deserve, because justice is all about that. She shows up to really like bang that, what's it called? Just like, you deserve this, you know? And you will have it. Okay. Messages for pile number 3. What else is going to happen for pile number 3? Ooh, King of Wands. This guy's really passionate. This is someone who is really driven to stand up for something. He like really protects, he or she, but really protects like what they care about. Like he's got his hand in a fist position. He's really entitled and knows his worth and very strong, and like if you try to I don't know, he's a little feisty, and I see it as a good thing. I'm saying this when I'm saying it, like I think that in the next 72 hours, like you really know your worth, and you're gonna, like, just based off these 2 cards, I'm really getting that you will be fighting for your own right to have something. You'll be fighting in like I know he's sitting, but you'll be okay. Whoa. Eight of Swords in reverse with Eight of Cups in reverse. I'm just gonna show you them like in the upright, but they showed up in reverse because, okay, you have been in your head for quite some time and you have stopped yourself from having certain things. Like maybe you weren't having this Ace of Cups energy, like this new happiness in your life, or like a new love, or like maybe this is about love and how like you've deserved something for so long. This could be about work, but it could be anything that the Ace of Cups is talking about. That Ace of Cups is like that thing you really want. So I don't know what that is, but it's a thing you really want. And that Eight of Swords, I see the Eight of Swords as you having blocked yourself from this thing, but at the same time, the Eight of Swords doesn't realize that he or she can literally undo that energy. Like you can, like, she can easily just like try to get out of that situation, but I feel like now you're getting yourself out of this situation where you don't have justice in your life. And then something triggered you to come watch this reading, because like there's this time, this is happening for you right now. I just saw 333 on the timestamp, so it's like you there's some synchronicities happening in your life right now. Like something happened, I feel like maybe the other day, that triggered you to start to fight again for what you really want, gain that Ace of Cups, and you realize that it was all in your own effort, is the word I'm getting, but it was in your favor this whole time, because like you deserve the best. You deserve that loving, beautiful relationship, or you deserve to have that job you really want, or to have have the fruit grow, right? You deserve it. And I feel like you're sticking up for yourself, and you're having faith and trust in something you believe in. So maybe you're like expressing something that you believe in, or you're just starting to express yourself more, be more expressive with what you believe in and like who you are as a person, maybe the things and like, yeah. So that's like beautiful. Wow. So I think what's happening in the next 72 hours, like I said, is you gaining justice, and I don't know, that's like beautiful. Any other messages from this deck? I almost just saw 444. I was literally a second away from noticing that. So keep going in what you're doing, and don't stop to question it, okay? Because I feel like I would have saw that 444 if I had of taken that kind of advice while doing your reading just now, if you know what I mean. Sometimes I like question, sometimes I just take like a pause and think about it, because I think like I need to do something else, but I should just roll with it. Just roll with it. Oh, the card fell. Let's see. You got the Nine of Wands, so you're really going to protect what you want. You are protecting what you want. Defending what you're going to build, or what you're building currently. What I mean by that is, for some of you guys who want to grow a business or do something like that, that's you putting energy into it, so you're growing something. Whatever you're putting your time and energy into, even if you spend time just thinking about how your heart yearns for someone, you're putting energy into that situation, and in the end you're going to want to protect that, right? Because you've put time and energy into that. So yeah, that's like saying not to give up. If you know something is for you, something's going to make you happy, then don't give up. Okay, messages for pile number 3. Any messages for pile number 3 regarding what will happen in the next 72 hours? What will happen in the next 72 hours for pile number 3? Oh, we have abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Yes. We have indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Yes. Sometimes you take your time, you play it safe because you want to be happy. And your intuition tells you how to be happy. It tells you. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. That is so true. Wow, you guys, this is like incredible. You can have anything you want, You've probably been through the ringer, but You're at a point in your life where you really trust yourself with that indecision card. If you are indecisive, you might be mega introvert a lot of the time, or people really think you are, but you might think you are, because when you're in a situation, it's like introverted people are thinkers. They're inside. They go within because they trust themselves. You know, they're not like you don't really need outside validation. Sometimes it's nice to have people agree and things like that, and your family agree and whatever, but yeah, I feel like you guys are this type of person where you have a lot of indecision because you want to know clearly that like it's gonna work out. So I feel like this is saying like if it makes you happy, then you're at least on the right path. You're on the right track, you know, to getting what you want. So if something brings you joy, makes you feel happy, then that's exactly where you're supposed to be. Exactly. At the bottom of the deck, you have peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. That is beautiful. Wow. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So let's see. What else? Messages for pile number 3 for the next 72 hours. What will happen? What else will happen for pile number 3? Maybe their manifestations. What else? What else will happen? So you got the 6 of Wands. So you're gonna be victorious. You're gonna have victory. You have the 4 of Cups in reverse with the 9 of Swords in reverse. Whoa. So you guys are gonna come out of this time where you've been healing. You have been closed off. You're coming out of this time where you overthought and you slept a lot and you just, but at the same time, couldn't sleep. It's pretty crazy. You only slept when you were seriously, I almost swear just now for some reason, but you only slept when you were like seriously done with your thinking or whatever, you know? Like, it was really difficult for you guys to sleep most of the time. Like, maybe you stayed up like all night, or you just sleep in the day, you know? You're coming out of this. You're going to have victory in the things that you want in your life now. And, like, you're just going to be victorious in your life in general. And with that 6 of Wands, people are going to recognize you, okay? People, like, on other places in the planet. So, for most of you, you might be showing yourself online, because if I'm getting that message, then it means that people in different places would have to see you or hear you or read about you, you know, they'd have to be getting to know you or see you online or something in order for that to make sense, right? It could also be that you're just going to be out and about, and maybe you will, I don't know if like in particular, but maybe out like performing, maybe you do some sort of performance type thing, like play an instrument or sing or do some sort of thing in the public. Then even if it is just you going to some random job, like your work or whatever, but people of different, because I'm just getting that message, so I'm trying to, you know, put it together. But people are going to notice you, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Your boss is going to notice you. They're going to notice how amazing you are, like how you're just doing such a great job. You're going to be, that's going to be that outward validation, even though you don't need it. You know what I mean? You might have, like, in the past wanted it or desired it, but maybe that's a part of the law of attraction, and you coming to terms that you don't need that. You know, you are strong, and you can have the things you want, and you maybe have been just really working on yourself, you know? So I see with that 6 of Wands, you're going to be very, you're going to have a lot of, what's the word? You're going to have a lot of recognition from other people. So I don't know what that really means for you, but maybe that's a really specific, helpful message for you, because you want to know that you're going to be successful, right? Because we already talked about that with you. You want to know you're going to be successful, but you're still going through it or doing it because it makes you happy. So, you know, now, what else? Let's do some charms. I can't believe we're 11 minutes in. Your reading is, like, amazing. Okay. First of all, you could have a cat. So you have this kitty cat. You have a family's love is forever. Everyone got this. So there's connection here. You're maybe meeting some people. You're maybe meeting people or going to meet people who are more in alignment with you. And you're going to feel like you've known these people, like, all your life, like, or in past lives, because you did, you know? I think everyone's getting this because it's at a point now where you need to be around people who really vibe with you. Like, you really, really deserve that, you know? So that's what I think that's saying. Then you have find joy in the journey. Whoa, that is really special for you guys because you guys are learning. My ears are ringing, or my right ear, but you guys are learning that if you're happy, then that means so much. Let's put this kitty over here. Yeah, that means so much. Whoa, you guys, your manifestations, if you've written any letters to the universe or sent out any messages, they have received your message, okay? And they've got you covered. Like, you are gonna have your manifestation. My ear is like really ringing right now. Next you have the purse. So you could have money come through. You could have, you could go shopping if you want to, then you're gonna have, this could also be saying that you're gonna have things, because you put stuff in your bag that you need, right? So maybe it's saying that in the next 72 hours, you're going to be really knowing that, like, basically, think about like a purse and how it can get really messed up. Like, any woman knows that their purse just becomes this, like, bag of things that just need to be, like, taken, like, you need to just empty it out and just put, remove the things that, like, garbage and things like that. I know it sounds disgusting, but I use, like candies and things like that. I'll have candies and I'll just put the wrapper in my bag because I don't want to litter and I don't see a garbage. So I'll just literally stick it in there, and then after like a week I'm like, oh my god, my bag needs to get cleaned out. So I feel like maybe you're doing a cleansing or clearing of like your stuff. It could be saying that like you're gonna feel really good, because when I see this bag I think like I'm ready to go. I got only the things that I need in here, and like everything just feels really smooth and good. So I'm feeling like that for you guys. You guys are gonna clean. Next you have the elephant. So you guys are so smart and so divine, and you need to know that, okay? Next you have the bow. So you guys have this sense of this purity to you. Even if you're like a guy, you're just pure. And wow, you have the owl. So you guys are really smart, and you might really have a connection to animals. You have this one. You could be pregnant for a few of you. Others of you, this is saying like you could have like, oops, sorry. Where'd that go? I can't feel it here. Okay. I don't know, something about a boy, okay? For some of you, okay? Next you have the steering wheel. So you guys are in charge here in your life. You guys are in charge of where you want to take your life and what you want to do. You have all the power to manifest the things you want and make things happen, okay? That's another message about that. Next you have the cross. So there's something about purity and cleansing yourself of the past. And yeah, I think that that could be saying that you're Christian or Catholic, or you just have this connection to like Jesus Christ, or because it's such a touchy subject. I'm sorry guys, but that to me, the cross symbolizes connection to something greater than yourself, and like maybe you resonate with that. I don't really. Anyways, I'm not gonna get into it, but yeah. Next you have the shell. So I feel like, yeah, you guys have a connection to the divine, and I see mermaids as really divine. You guys could have been a mermaid in a past life, if you want to believe it. I really believe that could have been a thing for you guys in the past life. But next you have the bunny. So there is this purity about you. You could see bunnies, okay? Like, bunnies could be such a thing for you guys. Just like that bunny is white and just reminds me of purity, and bunnies are a sign of abundance, okay? Like, I've heard this, that when you see a bunny, that's a sign of abundance. So you guys are abundant, because you already had that abundance card, and now you have this bunny, okay? So yeah. Next you have this kitty cat. So that's the second cat we've got. So I feel like, this cat kind of reminds me of a cat that was like this evil sort of cat, like in this show, and I can't remember what show it was, but it was like a cartoon. But I don't know, I just think that's so funny that this cat always reminds me of like this cat that was like like an evil cat, like that was like someone's little cat minion or whatever. But like, yeah, that's so funny. But I think that you guys might have a cat, or you just have a connection to cats. You really love cats maybe. But yeah. Next you have the fairy, which reminds me a lot like of Tinkerbell. And pile number 2 also got that, just saying. But I think you have a connection to the spiritual realm. You have a connection to fairies and like other creatures, you know, beautiful creatures. Wow, you guys actually might be Catholic or Christian or something, because we have this one that is in reference to John 3:16 in the Bible, which was it not was but is the verse, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, and I can't remember the rest, but forgive me. But I think that's like saying that believe in Jesus, or that you do believe in Jesus. I absolutely believe in Jesus. Absolutely, okay? With all my heart, I believe in Jesus, like seriously. So I don't know if you guys like believe in him or not, but maybe it's just a message that's there for you, you know, that I don't know. I'm not here to like preach. I'm just here to give some messages, but make you feel better. So yeah, let's just move on. But next you have the chair. I wish this could stand up, because I just think that'd be like so cute, and I would just leave it here like all day long. But I think you guys are super elegant deep inside your heart. Like, you know, you guys just have this, like, you guys came from another life. Okay, my phone timed out. Where was I? Where my battery died. So I think I was on. That was so random. But next you guys have the what's it called? Okay, so this to me talks about things moving forward in your life, and it can be saying like, it's just reminding me of putting energy out into the universe, like saying, like going out in nature, or even of just like staying in your bed, like meditating, like any sort of thing where you are in your own emotions, in your own thoughts, and thinking about what you want in your life, like what kind of manifestation to bring into your life. I feel like that's saying that you might be waiting to see where things go with what you want and things like that, and you guys getting that recognition. I think you guys will be very victorious. Like, you guys are going to have victories. Just right now you're feeling things out. You're trying to go through the motion, but you are aiming to have success. You know, you're not just letting your dreams pass you by. I feel like you guys are heavy dreamers. Next you have the shoe. So I think you guys are moving forward in your life. You know, things are moving forward. You guys already had a cross, and you have a cross again. So you could be like really, really, like, you could be religious, or you could just be like, I don't know. You guys just, wow. And pile number 2 also got this. You guys have a plane. So there could be travel in store for you guys in the next 72 hours. That could be possible for some of you. I feel like you're spiritually, like, with that whole cross thing, like, you guys don't have to be Christian or Catholic or anything like that. You could be like no religion, you know what I mean? But just it's just saying that you guys are growing a deeper bond, or like growing more spiritual, or just growing spiritually, basically. So you have one of these letters here. Let's see what it is. Hard to open these papers, sorry. You have a T, and that's so weird that this is the one that came out for, I think, pile number 1 got that T. So something about the letter T. Maybe your name, the first letter of your name starts with a T, or maybe a lover, like a possible lover, or something about a T. But I mean, we have the cross twice, and we have the T, so maybe it's just another representation of that, possibly. Next you have the key. So this could be saying like you guys have the key to success. You guys have like within you what you need to succeed, basically. Next you have a palm tree. So, oops, sorry, I hate when I drop them on you. But palm tree, you could live somewhere really warm. You could just be in warm weather right now, but in the next 72 hours you could maybe get like a tan, or if that's something that like you really want to do, like go out in nature or just experience warmth in your life. So you're gonna have something warm happen. Maybe you'll be like with your family, or just palm trees say that you'll be, to me it just says you're gonna have warmth, and you're gonna be somewhere that makes you feel good. You know, most people on the planet admire palm trees for the fact that they are clearly in warm places, right? So to me, yeah, that's what's saying. Okay, it's weird that you guys got this. This to me always, like, I don't know, but this is like, could be a boy in your life, or it could be you could be a boy. If you're a boy, then this is saying that you will be important. You are important, okay? If you're a girl, then I feel like there will be a guy that will be important to you if you don't have a guy right now. It will be important to you. You know, maybe right now you're just thinking about other things in your life, you know, like money or like where you are in your life or your manifestations and stuff. Maybe you want to manifest love. Maybe if that's not the case, this is a message that, you know, in the next 72 hours you might meet someone or you might start to open up about that. I don't know what it's saying for you, but for some of you, that message is just saying, like, you are important. Like, maybe that male side of yourself that wants this abundance in your life is going to be, like, in the driver's seat in the next 72 hours. And you're really going to be able to manifest the things you want. So, wow, guys, this is your reading. So I hope that you liked it. If you did like, please don't forget, like, share, comment, and subscribe. It will mean so much to me. Until next time, just have a great day. Okay, bye.